Did Rich D just get called out for hiding secrets right under our noses? And was King C right all along? Fans are saying this revelation changes everything we thought we knew. And honestly, it feels like the ultimate plot twist we never saw coming. Picture this. Rich D, known for his flashy persona, high-profile parties, and viral social media stunts, suddenly facing scrutiny that threatens to undo years of cultivated reputation. What's really going on behind the scenes? And why did King C warn us months ago? Social media is exploding. Clips, threads, and fan theories are flying in every direction, and people are dissecting every post, every video, every subtle hint from Rich D's past. Could it be that the lavish lifestyle, secret alliances, and mysterious collaborations were all part of a hidden agenda? And if King C was right, what does that mean for the people who blindly supported Rich D all this time? So here's the burning question. Are we witnessing a calculated deception or just another viral spectacle with unexpected consequences? The leaks, the rumors, and the insider info we've gathered paint a picture so shocking it could shift the entire narrative of Rich D's career. Stick around, because once we dive into the full story, you're not going to believe how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Rich D has always been the kind of figure who thrives in the spotlight, the type of celebrity whose every move seems calculated yet effortless. Every social media post, every high-profile appearance, and every flashy car or designer outfit feeds into an image of untouchable success. Fans have long admired him for his charisma, his seemingly endless energy, and his ability to dominate conversations online without ever appearing stressed or vulnerable. But beneath the glitz and glamour, rumors have persisted. Subtle hints, murmurs of hidden motives, and unexplained alliances that suggest Rich D's public image may not tell the full story. And now, after a wave of leaks, insider accounts, and viral speculation, it's becoming apparent that what we thought we knew might just be a carefully constructed facade. King C, once dismissed as overly dramatic or paranoid, may have been seeing the truth all along, and the ramifications are staggering. For years, Rich D's career has been a showcase of perfect timing and strategic positioning. Sudden collaborations, viral content drops, and cryptic posts were always perceived as spontaneous bursts of creativity. Fans celebrated them, media outlets praised him, and his social media presence became an ever-growing machine of engagement and influence. But looking back now, each move appears less coincidental and more calculated. Insider sources suggest that Rich D had meticulously crafted relationships, selectively amplified loyalty among peers, and orchestrated public perception in ways that few outside his inner circle could detect. Every viral moment was not just a display of talent or charm, it was potentially part of a deeper, hidden agenda. King C's warnings are now taking on a new, almost prophetic weight. Months before the leaks began circulating, he reportedly noticed patterns in Rich D's behavior, discrepancies in public statements, strategic alliances that seemed too convenient, and sudden shifts in collaborations that didn't quite add up. While these observations were initially dismissed as rivalry or paranoia, the newly surfaced leaks lend credence to the idea that King C was observing a sophisticated, behind-the-scenes operation. Sources suggest he had spotted how Rich D controlled access to opportunities, leveraged relationships, and carefully curated his public persona to maintain dominance over peers and fans alike. What was once shrugged off as overanalysis now appears alarmingly accurate. The leaks themselves are electrifying. Screenshots of alleged private conversations, cryptic messages between collaborators, and hints of undisclosed agreements have circulated widely across social media. Even without full verification, the content has sparked widespread speculation. Fans and online commentators have been dissecting every post, analyzing the timing of collaborations, and reevaluating Rich D's public actions under a new lens. Suddenly, events that once seemed random, delayed releases, unexpected splits, or sudden endorsements, now feel like carefully executed maneuvers designed to advance a hidden strategy. Financial strategies are at the center of this emerging narrative. Multiple sources claim that Rich D engaged in complex, multi-layered deals and revenue streams that were never publicly disclosed. These arrangements allegedly allowed him to consolidate power, control access to opportunities, and maintain influence in ways that were invisible to the casual observer. Even the display of wealth, the luxury cars, the opulent parties, and the designer wardrobe could be interpreted not merely as ostentation, but as strategic demonstrations of influence and status. For fans trying to piece together the story, each publicized asset suddenly carries the weight of potential significance, hinting at the depth of Rich D's planning. Relationships within the industry are also under scrutiny. Patterns are emerging that suggest deliberate cultivation of alliances while subtly undermining others. Sudden collaborations, selective endorsements, and abrupt shifts in partnerships are being reinterpreted as evidence of an overarching plan rather than mere happenstance. Fans are digging through historical posts, interviews, and media coverage, seeking signs that these moves were not just artistic choices, but tactical steps in a larger, unseen strategy. Social media has amplified the story to unprecedented levels. Platforms are flooded with reaction videos, memes, theory threads, and fan analyses. Every facial expression, every hand gesture, every subtle comment is being examined for clues. Online communities are piecing together timelines, cross-referencing events, and building elaborate theories to map Rich D's alleged agenda. The frenzy has turned the narrative into a participatory spectacle. Fans are not merely consuming content, they are actively dissecting, theorizing, and amplifying the story themselves. The contrast between Rich D's public persona and the hidden maneuvers suggested by the leaks is striking. On one hand, he presents an image of confidence, charm, and effortless success. On the other, the allegations hint at complex schemes, behind-the-scenes strategizing, and meticulous orchestration. This duality has fascinated observers, creating a narrative that is as compelling as it is unsettling. Fans now view every tweet, post, or video not just as entertainment, but as potential evidence in a real-time investigation, blurring the line between celebrity culture and interactive detective work. King C's role in this unfolding story has become central. His prior observations are being revisited, analyzed, and increasingly validated by the leaks. Statements once dismissed as rivalry or exaggeration are now being framed as prescient insights, reinforcing the idea that he recognized patterns and motives that others overlooked at the time. This reevaluation has shifted public perception, casting King C in a new light. As someone whose understanding of influence, strategy, and manipulation may have been far more accurate than anyone realized at the time. The layering of financial strategy, public manipulation, and personal alliances adds depth to the story. Observers note that Rich D's ability to maintain a flawless public image while allegedly executing intricate strategic maneuvers indicates a level of sophistication rarely seen in celebrity circles. Fans are captivated not just by the allegations, but by the audacity, precision, and scale of the alleged planning. This has transformed a typical celebrity narrative into a full-fledged, unfolding exposé, where the intrigue lies as much in the tactics as in the supposed outcomes. As the narrative continues to evolve, fans are creating timelines, charts, and analyses connecting current revelations with past behavior. Every cryptic post, sudden collaboration, and unexpected move is scrutinized for hidden meaning. Memes, discussion threads, and viral content serve to amplify the story further, ensuring the discussion is self-sustaining and constantly evolving. What began as gossip is now an intricate tapestry of speculation, evidence, and fan-led investigation. The implications for collaborators, sponsors, and the industry at large are beginning to emerge.
Sources suggest that some industry figures are reassessing partnerships and contracts, wary of association with someone at the center of a potential strategic controversy. Even casual public interactions are being analyzed as signals of alignment or dissent. The digital landscape has become a charged arena where every interaction carries weight and contributes to the perception of the unfolding narrative. What makes this story so compelling is the contrast between perception and reality. Rich D's public persona of effortless dominance masks what the leaks suggest may be a far more calculated, deliberate strategy of influence and control. Every post, every comment, every public interaction is now seen as potentially orchestrated, turning ordinary moments into pieces of a larger, more complex puzzle. The spectacle is magnified by fan engagement, turning speculation into cultural currency and transforming an individual celebrity narrative into a communal investigation.
The first wave of revelations closes with a powerful observation. Rich D's hidden agenda may be more extensive and nuanced than anyone previously imagined. King C's warnings, once dismissed, now appear prophetic. Fans, insiders, and casual observers are left trying to make sense of the intricate web of alliances, strategies, and calculated public appearances. Anticipation builds for what further revelations might surface, and the story is far from over. The stage is set, the players are in place, and the digital audience is waiting to see just how deep this hidden agenda truly runs. The revelations surrounding Rich D quickly evolved from mere speculation to a full-blown digital spectacle, capturing the attention of fans, commentators, and casual observers alike. As leaks continued to surface, the story became increasingly complex, revealing layers of maneuvering, influence, and control that few could have anticipated. Anonymous sources began sharing screenshots, messages, and insider accounts that painted a picture of calculated strategy, one that suggested Rich D wasn't just a celebrity riding the wave of popularity, but someone orchestrating events behind the scenes with remarkable precision. Every viral post, every sudden partnership, and even the timing of his releases started to take on a new significance. Fans, who had once admired him for his charisma and spontaneity, now found themselves questioning whether they had ever seen the real Rich D at all. The financial angle quickly became a focal point. Investigators, both professional and amateur, began piecing together patterns that suggested Rich D had developed multiple streams of revenue far beyond what was publicly known. Allegedly, he had invested in ventures, manipulated collaborations, and created hidden partnerships that allowed him to wield influence in ways that were invisible to the average fan. Industry insiders hinted at complex arrangements where profits, favors, and strategic control were carefully distributed to maintain loyalty and consolidate power. Even the most loyal followers started to notice the patterns. Projects delayed or canceled without explanation, sudden spikes in social media activity, and cryptic posts that, in retrospect, hinted at negotiations and strategic alliances. Public reactions began to flood in, ranging from disbelief to outright outrage. Online forums lit up with debates about the authenticity of the leaks and the nature of Rich D's alleged maneuvers. Fans dissected every interaction, every post, and every collaboration, searching for clues that confirmed or denied the emerging narrative. Memes highlighting his calculated moves went viral, reaction videos skyrocketed in views, and commentators began publishing deep dives into his career history. What was once considered casual celebrity gossip had now evolved into a participatory, real-time investigation, with fans acting as detectives, piecing together the puzzle one social media post at a time. Insider accounts added fuel to the fire. Several anonymous sources claimed that Rich D's team had engaged in covert operations to influence public perception, including strategically timed leaks, selective endorsement announcements, and the occasional misdirection to distract from controversial deals. One alleged source stated, "Every move was deliberate. Nothing was accidental." He created narratives that kept fans guessing while simultaneously manipulating outcomes behind the scenes.
These statements, though unverified, contributed to the growing sense that Rich D's success may have been far more engineered than organic. Social media platforms acted as accelerators for this narrative. Every reaction, share, and comment served to amplify the story, creating a feedback loop where speculation fueled more speculation. TikTok videos dissected facial expressions in his live streams. Twitter threads mapped alleged financial and social connections. And Instagram posts became evidence in ongoing discussions. The sheer scale of online engagement made the leaks feel larger than life, turning a celebrity controversy into a phenomenon that blurred the lines between reality and digital theater. Even celebrities and industry figures began to weigh in, subtly or overtly. Some cryptic comments seemed to hint at insider knowledge, while others called for caution or demanded transparency. The ambiguity of these reactions only intensified the frenzy, leaving fans to interpret and misinterpret every word, post, or emoji. Every engagement was treated as a potential signal, a clue in the ever-expanding investigation into Rich D's alleged hidden agenda. One of the most explosive claims involved secret collaborations and alliances that had been deliberately obscured. Sources suggested that Rich D had been quietly working with influential figures, leveraging connections to secure media coverage, sponsorships, and strategic advantages while keeping the public unaware. Allegedly, these alliances allowed him to control narratives, outmaneuver competitors, and dictate the pace of trends in the industry. Fans began to revisit past events, identifying moments where subtle manipulation may have occurred, piecing together what some described as an intricate web of influence and control. Financial irregularities remained a key talking point. Analysts speculated about opaque investment deals, unexpected sponsorship shifts, and sudden spikes in personal wealth that didn't align with publicly reported income. Insider leaks suggested that Rich D may have had discrete channels to funnel resources, creating an ecosystem that reinforced his dominance while keeping detractors at bay. Fans debated the ethics, legality, and implications of these maneuvers, with some arguing that they were genius strategy, while others claimed they reflected a pattern of deception and manipulation. The response from the public continued to escalate. Discussions on Reddit, Discord, and other forums were filled with speculation, sometimes wild, sometimes meticulous. Fans tracked patterns, timelines, and connections with the intensity of seasoned investigators. Each new leak, whether verified or not, contributed to the narrative, drawing in new participants and sustaining momentum. The story had become self-perpetuating, a living, breathing phenomenon shaped by both factual claims and public perception. The anticipation for what would emerge next was palpable. With each new leak, fans awaited additional evidence, insider accounts, or cryptic posts that might further illuminate the depth of Rich D's operations. The combination of mystery, strategy, and public engagement created a story that felt larger than life, a digital spectacle where speculation, analysis, and virality converged to reveal a portrait of influence and manipulation unlike anything fans had encountered before. An important element fueling the story was the apparent contrast between Rich D's public persona and the alleged behind-the-scenes activity. While he projected confidence, charm, and spontaneity, the leaks painted a picture of careful calculation. Fans started to notice discrepancies, inconsistencies, and moments that, in retrospect, seemed engineered. Even small details, like the timing of social media posts or seemingly casual interactions with collaborators, were reinterpreted as strategic moves, evidence of a hidden playbook designed to control perception and maintain influence. The narrative also shed light on potential internal conflicts. Anonymous insiders hinted at tensions within Rich D's team, suggesting that not everyone involved was fully aligned with the overarching strategy. Disagreements over deals, influence, and exposure may have contributed to the leaks, providing fans with a glimpse into the internal mechanics of his operation. Whether intentional or accidental, these leaks offered a tantalizing window into what some described as a controlled chaos, where every action served a purpose and every disruption could be leveraged for advantage. As the digital frenzy intensified, King C's earlier warnings became a focal point. Fans revisited past interviews, posts, and statements, noting a striking accuracy in his observations. The alignment between his predictions and the emerging leaks led many to reassess his credibility, transforming him from a peripheral commentator into a central figure in the narrative. Suddenly, what was once dismissed as rivalry or paranoia appeared prescient, a reflection of insight into a world that few had understood. The discussion also expanded into ethical considerations. Fans and analysts debated whether Rich D's alleged strategies, if true, crossed lines of manipulation, trust, and fairness. Some argued that genius in entertainment often involves strategic control, while others suggested that deception, even in the public eye, carries consequences. These debates further fueled engagement, as the story was no longer just about celebrity antics, but about the ethics of influence, power, and perception in a world increasingly shaped by social media and virality. The momentum continued as more anonymous sources joined the conversation. Each leak, each insider account, and each cryptic post provided additional pieces of the puzzle. Fans created maps, charts, and timelines to track connections, collaborations, and alleged strategic moves. Every detail, no matter how minor, was scrutinized for meaning. Social media algorithms amplified the content, ensuring that the story reached wider audiences and drew in participants from around the globe. Even small public interactions took on outsized significance. A seemingly casual collaboration, a shared post, or a comment on a live stream became potential evidence in the ongoing narrative. Fans dissected micro-expressions, timing, and phrasing, treating every moment as a clue